Hello children, good to see you. I love you, I love you. Look at the beautiful blue sky behind me. It's a gorgeous day where I am. Not cold, like it was just a few minutes ago it seems, but now it's hot. Our weather here in Texas goes hot and cold and hot and cold. It's kind of funny. Okay, I want to tell you guys a story today. It is one of my favorite stories. And it's about building your own house. So I'm going to read it to you because it sounds way better in the words of the author. So here we go. In Japan, they have a deep love of architecture, and there was once a man named Koda who built some of the finest houses in all of Tokyo. His work had become famous due to his dedication to the process, his willingness to beat on his craft, and his devotion to keep learning, even though he was older. Eventually, though, Koda grew tired of building homes for other people, and he was ready to retire. He had been building homes for over 30 years and was ready to move on. He was ready to travel and spend lots of time with his grandkids. One day, he approached his boss and said, 2 weeks left and then I'm out of here. His boss said, "Oh, Koda, we are forever in your debt for the magnificent work you've done for our company. We're so grateful to you for all of the hard work for so long. But we do have one favor to ask of you. Could you please build one more house? It's a very important house for a very important client. And everyone in the company agrees that it needs your professional touch." Koda was kind of frustrated. He would have to cancel 2 trips and postpone his new life. But him and his wife talked it over and said, yes, they agree. He would do one more house. So although Koda agreed with his head to build the house, his heart was no longer in it. He always was very hands-on through the whole process. And he would always select the very finest of materials, and he would make sure every detail was paid attention to. But this house was different. He viewed it more as an obligation than an opportunity. He gave work to others to do. Things started slipping, and he knew that the house would meet code, like it would meet the building standards, but it wasn't as beautiful as the other homes he had built. And he knew in his heart that it was far from his best work, but he was ready to move on. And so after 4 months, he was finished with the house. He went back to his boss and said, "I've done what you've asked me to do. Now I'm ready to be done." His boss said, "Oh, thank you, Koda. We just have one more thing." He thought they were going to ask him to build another house. He reached into his desk and pulled out a small black box, and inside was a key. And he says, "We're so grateful to you for all you've done. The house is yours, and you deserve it." Immediately, Koda's heart sank. He had no idea that the whole time he was building his own house. If he had known, he would have used the finest materials and paid attention to every single detail. And this story is so important because this is exactly what we're doing in our lives. Is in every action that we take, we are building who we are. We're becoming. So guys, let's build our houses, let's build our character in everything that we're doing. I love you guys and hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah.